bunnies, and welcome to the Mallow Show. My name, of course, is Bunny Mallow, and it's been a while, hasn't it? So, of course, we've had COVID, we've had wrestling going away, we've had wrestling coming back, but of course, the Mallow Show never quite stops. There may be pauses, but we, like bunnies, we soldier on. So, I am back today with another awesome video for you bunnies, and of course, the topic has to do with, like species. And today we're going to be exploring 5 facts about bunnies that I think more people should know. So these are kind of things in general about like bunnies, their bodies, their lifestyle, how to care for them, things that kind of, I guess, are assumed to be different, but would actually surprise you with how they actually are. And a lot of these things I didn't know as well before I actually had my bunny kids. They've taught me so much about bunnies. It's amazing and I love them so much. And these facts have only helped me take care of them and make them even more happy. So I hope you find them just as interesting. Number 1 is bunnies can actually live for a while. Like humans, not every bunny's lifespan is going to be exactly the same. However, rabbits can live, dependent on the type of rabbit, the breed. They can live from 8 to 12 years. Like, a bunny can live up to 12 years. So bunnies can actually become quite elderly. Certain species, especially bigger species, compared to like the smaller species, so like a Flemish giant versus like a Netherland dwarf, this, of course, can depend, and of course on the lifestyle and the general health of the bunny, just like in humans. But I think when some people adopt a bunny, they don't quite realise that you might be in it for the long haul, you know? Your little bunny friend might be with you for the next decade. So when you adopt a bunny, make sure you're ready for however many years commitment and love and happiness that bunny is going to give you. Number 2 is they're actually very good at hearing. And I mean, some people I guess would guess this because they do have pretty big ears, right? But they can also actually turn their ears 180 degrees. So they have ears that will go, and this can often help them, especially in the wild, like pinpoint exactly where a sound is. So it's more of like a survival tool. They can pinpoint where a predator is, come in, work out where they're getting attacked from. I think people kind of assume the ears just kind of like sit there like and I mean, of course, if you are a lop-eared bunny like myself, your ears don't really turn like that, you know? Your ears kind of will just stay quite floppy. But of course, with rabbits that have ears that stick up, they can turn to direct where the sound is. And if you've seen a bunny that has ears that stick up and there's like a sudden sound or a sudden bang or even like just a clap, sometimes you will see their ears quickly go whoop in the direction of the sound because they know what they're doing. And even as pet rabbits, I've worked out bunnies always do have that kind of survival instinct on. They're always ready to go. even if they've been a pet for how many years? I mean, my bunny kids have always been pets, but sometimes I do tell when their survival instinct kicks in. You know, when they hide under little shelters before they go to sleep, or sometimes they will, one of them will sleep while the other one will keep watch for predators. Even though they've always lived in my house. So bunnies do have a lot of survival instincts. The ears when they turn are really cute, but of course, we never want them to have to use it to protect themselves. We want to protect them because they're awesome and great. Number 3, bunnies have a larger range of vision than you think they do. So of course, when you see a bunny, you do see kind of the structure of their face, and their skull overall is very different to humans. So with us, we kind of have a curve at the back and an almost flat panel at the front with all of our facial features. And the key is that our eyes kind of sit on this almost flat panel. Both of our eyes will contribute to seeing directly in front of us. Now with bunnies and their skulls, it's different because there's a kind of like almost a slope. So they've got the ears and then it kind of comes, not in a complete triangle, but reminiscent of a pyramid on its side. So of course you've got the nose at the front, and you've got one eye on each side of the rabbit's head. This does look adorable. And it is funny because sometimes you'll like see them sitting to the side and you realise that whatever they're watching, they're only actually watching with one of their eyes. But there is actually like a reason why their eyes are like this. And it's so they have almost 360-degree vision. Bunnies can, yes, see directly behind them. They can see all of the sides, behind them. The only place they actually cannot see is directly in front of them, funnily enough. So like this on us, they can't see. Because their nose and the front of their face is there, it creates a blind spot. This is why like you've got the nose and the ears can turn to help them identify any threat that would be directly in front of them. But of course, like the ears, this is mainly for survival. So they can see if someone's coming up behind them. They see if anything's. They've basically got their own CCTV built into their bodies to help protect them from any predators. I guess if they're pets, they use it to work out when they don't want to go home. If they've been running around in the garden, this is what mine do. They've been running around in the garden for a few hours, but it's getting dark, so they have to come inside. They do not want to come inside, so I will try and pick them up, and they will run away from me. This is the thing, you cannot sneak up on a bunny. Before I knew about their eyes, I would try and sneak up on Jessica, like behind her, and I'd always be so confused on how I would get really close to her, and then suddenly she would know I was there and would run away. Then I realised that the whole time she could actually see me sneaking up on her and then would just run away at the last minute because she saw me the whole time. I've changed, so now my strategy to getting them in is not to sneak up on them, it's to offer them treats to come in. And of course, they accept the bribe every time. Little monsters. So we've got number 4. Rabbits and guinea pigs are often seen together in pet shops, in books about how to look after your pet, in terms of food. I've seen some that are supposed to be for rabbits and guinea pigs. So you'd think that they were quite similar. And there are even a lot of pictures of them being kept together, which used to be the case. So experts used to think that you could put them together and it would be all fine. Now this has changed, and rabbits and guinea pigs aren't great friends. They are completely different species, even though they look slightly similar in terms of face shape, body shape. The big difference is of course the ears, but yeah, they are very different. They both communicate differently. So the way my 2 bunnies communicate and the way 2 guinea pigs communicate are 2 completely different systems. So they can't actually talk to each other or understand each other. And of course, last but like rabbits are of course there are smaller rabbits, but the average size rabbit is bigger than the average size guinea pig. And since rabbits can be quite territorial, especially my Jessica, it's her house, okay? They can easily get into a fight and injure the guinea pig. So in general, despite popular kind of belief, bunnies should only be paired with other bunnies. In terms of small animals. I mean, of course, we've seen cases, especially like online, of people's bunnies getting on with dogs and cats. And funnily enough, I found this is true because my bunnies and one of my cats, they adore each other. But when it comes to other small animals, bunnies should definitely only be kept with other bunnies. Last but not least, number 5 is the all-famous binky. So by a binky, I mean, there's lots of videos of this online because it's absolutely adorable. But it's when a rabbit will kind of jump up in the air, just kick their feet about. It often has a big run up to it. I'll see if I can find the video and insert it. But this twist of the body, the feet kicking, the whole 9 yards. This is all called the binky. It does kind of look like they're running away from something, but in fact this is a really positive thing for a rabbit. Rabbits do this when they are amazingly happy, when it is just pure joy. Often I've seen my bunnies do this when they get to go out in the garden and there's a lot of green space and the grass is fresh. They're just having the time of their life. So when you see a bunny binky, this is actually a super positive sign. So those are some signs that your bunny is having a really great time and you are being a really great bunny parent. Oh, bunnies. Well, I really hope that some of these facts helped you understand the bunny species a bit more. And if you do have a pet bunny, I hope that you learned something cool, and you'll be able to understand your bunny and make sure they just have the most awesome life that they can. Thank you so much for watching, bunnies. If you haven't already, I'd really appreciate if you give me a like, and of course give me a subscribe for more episodes of The Mallow Show. I'm also on all social media at BunnyMallowLove, and the links to all of those will be in the description. Alright, bunnies, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next episode. Bye bye!